Hey guys,
Hello, everyone.
how are you? It's really difficult to start these things every single week. Nobody really knows who to make the first move. But anyways, welcome back, episode 6. Everybody's watching. Everybody seems to participate. Everybody seems to be enjoying it, and we like it better because we don't have to spend all day Sunday worrying about doing a live. We don't have to concentrate on comments. We can just sit here and chat, and we can actually comment back to you guys. I try to do it in a timely manner, not always, but I do try to do it in a timely manner. So I've been going down to my dad's and staying over there and like running back and forth with the puppies and spending some time over here once in a while and doing our filming and stuff like that. And so I brought the puppies back on, what was it, Monday? Whatever day. I brought the puppies back.
You picked him up on Saturday.
I brought the puppies back.
Oh, you brought him back Saturday, right? Right.
I brought the puppies back and I left them here, and I was going to go over to my dad's for the next 4 days. And when I got over there, the furnace had failed in Finicky Franny. Well, it had failed a couple of times, like on the way home, and then it didn't fail much. It failed a couple times here or there, and then it failed that morning. But when I got home, I couldn't get anything to work. So I started messing around with it, and I ended up with now no air conditioner and no heater, and I think I've got it diagnosed. It's probably the fuse that's in the control board that's in the air conditioner. Even though the air conditioner runs on 110, the thermostat runs on 12 volt, and so I think I blew that 12 volt fuse up there. I just haven't had a chance to get up there and look. And if I get it fixed, I'm going to go back to my dad's on the weekends until I go back to work. I'm looking at a new job. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it or not. It's just down the road, guys. It's 1.2 miles away. Beautiful golf course here in town, and I drive by all the time and say, "Boy, it'd be nice to work there. It'd be nice to work there." Because as much as I love where I'm working now, and believe me, guys, I do. I love it. I love the people. I love my boss. I love the whole concept of it. But I don't love driving, believe it or not, 6.5 to 7.5 hours a week back and forth to work, because it's about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 25 minutes or so, depending on traffic, a day to go up and back. So that's about 6.5 to 7.5 hours a week that I'm driving, and I can be 1.2 miles. I went for the interview today, and it literally took me 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go both ways. I timed it. So there and back to work was 6 minutes and 20 seconds as opposed to 1 hour and 20 minutes. And so, I'm not saying I'm taking it. I'm leaning towards it, at least right now. I'm going to think about it a little bit because I love where I'm at, but I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. I'll give you a heads up. The other thing is the golf course that I'm working at now is a nice place and all, and I'm not saying it's a bad golf course. It's a little 9-hole golf course with very, very flat. So a little, like, the whole property goes up a little bit, but it doesn't have any character. It's just a golf course, and it's nice, but it's just a golf course. It has no real character. The golf courses that I've always worked on have had beautiful views, beautiful water views, hills, breezes. This is like in the middle of a wooded area, so in the summer when it's 95, it's 95, and it's just, terrible. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll probably know by next week whether or not I'm changing. But anyways, until I go back to work on either the 27th of April or May 4th, depending on what I do, I'm going to spend the next weekends at my dad's if I can get the thing fixed. I can't take no heat. The night I went down there, it was going down to 28. My fingers were already aching. I had been working on the heater outside for like about an hour at that point, and I only got deeper and into more problems, and I wasn't going to sleep there. So I brought everything home. I actually was going to sell Finicky Franny because I was like really pissed, because there always seems to be something, my fault or not, there always seems to be something. So I'm not going to sell it though, because that's stupid. We have friends in Quartzsite. We love going to Quartzsite. We love being in her. We love traveling in her. And so, no, I'm not selling it. Just saying.
Having a bad moment.
Just having a bad moment, you know? I mean, really, so anyways, I'm going to go back down there for the weekends for the rest of the month and spend some time with my dad, and that's where that stands. We've been working on his Cub Cadet. We finally got it rolling, guys. We had a lot of issues with it. It broke when he was plowing snow, and then a pin broke, so he replaced the pin. When he put the pump back in, he forgot to put a pin inside the pump that made it so it didn't work. So we took that apart, we got the pin in it, we got that working, still no hydraulic pressure. We did a couple other things, we still couldn't get hydraulic pressure. So I did some research on Google, and what they said was that the upper gear pump had to be primed. Okay, so we took after several tries and lots of frustration, I figured that out, and we took the plug off the top, we primed it, and I kept turning it and filling it and turning it with my hand and filling it, and you could see it pumping and pumping and pumping. Finally it was full, and it started up, and off it went. So he's a happy man. So we really got it figured out. Now we just got to put to take the plow off of it, put the mower deck on it, because hey, we'll be cutting grass around here in the next probably 3 weeks or so. We'll be cutting grass. Things are really warming up. Speaking of warming up, today's the warmest day we've had in a long time. You ready for this? A whopping, you people in the desert are going to laugh, a whopping 66 degrees. But I honestly, when I was walking the dogs today, felt like I was walking in Florida. It was just gorgeous. Absolutely.
But no
gorgeous.
sun today.
No
We're having
sun,
rainy couple
windy
days.
and damp, but the 66 degrees just
it didn't feel so damp today.
It just felt,
but
wonderful.
We've been having several rainy days, and got a couple more to come yet.
That's the thing around here. We get a lot of rain. We get on average of I believe it's something like over 30 inches a year, normally. And we've been getting the last couple of years extra rain during the summer, and we end up in a drought at the end of the summer. Somehow it always seems. But we got tons of rain last year. We got tons of snow. Hey, with all that snow, 6 feet of snow, we had sub-zero temperatures several times. It went into the single digits around here multiple times. Every single night was below freezing, and every single day was below freezing for almost a month and a half, right? So you figure, at least a layman like me figures, oh, this is going to be a good tick season. I don't have to worry about the dogs too much. Well, we found a tick here, we've found a tick there, and a couple here and a couple there, but I'm always making excuses. Well, they walked into the tall grass, blah, blah, blah. Today, 66 degrees, we went for a walk, and I always check the dogs. Now I put him up on the trunk. I leave the leash on Spike. I put his leash inside the car door and shut the door, so he's there with me, but he can't move, because you can't trust the guy. You never know what he's going to do. Not anything vicious or anything, but you just never know what this dog is.
He'll go visit somebody.
He'll if he sees a person, he wants to see a person. So anyway, so I get him there. I get Gracie up on the back. I get her bed. I put her up on the back. I put her up there. 1, look around, 2, 3 ticks. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, she must have put her head somewhere, maybe where there was ticks. I checked her all over, because now I'm freaked out and I'm scratching myself.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, you get it in your head, and every little thing you feel, and so. But I'm thinking, well, it's probably just Gracie. Her nose just probably went someplace. I pick up Spike. I put Spike up there. Boom, right dead center of his forehead. I see one. None of them were in him yet, so they picked him up on this walk. There's no doubt. I said, okay, 1, right, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So we found 7 ticks between the 2 on one walk. So probably not going to be going back there again. There's another place we walk where the trails are wider and there's a lot more dirt involved. So we'll go there. I don't mind an occasional tick, okay, guys? I mean, that's part of it. They get ticks in our backyard, okay? So ticks are ticks. But when they get 7 on one walk, not only is it dangerous for them, but it's dangerous for us, because we don't want Lyme disease any more than we want our dogs to have Lyme disease, So, but who would think, with all that cold weather and all that snow, that there'd be that many ticks?
Well, I think the more rain and the more wetness we get, the more the ticks
evidently
grow.
So
we went for a walk yesterday, which I'm pretty proud. I did about, what do you figure, a little bit more than a mile?
I'd say she did about a mile. Yeah.
So we went the day before, and I did a little bit
And-
less.
And a good
Day
portion
before.
of it is slowly uphill.
So the day before we went, he went one way, and I just kind of scooted around and just skipped that little area. But yesterday I did the whole thing, and I did well. But then we came back and found, 2 chicks on each of them yesterday?
Yeah.
But I was itching all day. It was like,
Yeah.
I mean, constantly. It's
So-
like, ugh.
I started my day out with a shower. First thing this morning. When I got back with them and I found them ticks, the first thing I did was strip all my clothes off. I got in the shower, took the hottest shower I could stand because I've had Lyme disease. It's not
good.
It's probably the sickest I've ever been. It's not a fun process.
No.
Not only that, it's dangerous. It messes you up. It really does.
You're very lucky. You didn't have any.
I really didn't
lasting
have any
results.
lasting effects that I know of. Not that maybe it didn't weaken something that I don't know of or whatever.
Right.
But,
But
I mean,
compared
you know,
to some people,
compared to some people,
yeah.
it can wreck your liver, it can wreck your kidneys, it can wreck your lung, whatever. Hey, I was a mess. I was like bad, like
You were sick.
probably the worst I've ever been. So, anyways, the day that the furnace blew on
Finicky Franny.
Finicky Franny,
Started off that morning with no
that
heat.
morning, I get a call. I'm over there at my dad's. I get a call. It's Sue. She's like, the furnace won't work. What do I do? So I talked her through hitting the reset button. It went off. I talked to her again. It went off. Okay, so you really shouldn't be. So I said, call our new guy. So I just want to say, a wonderful person. This guy, within the hour, was here,
Within the hour.
had it fixed, and was already leaving.
Mm.
And because he's installing a furnace for us, he did not charge us.
Nothing.
That's unheard of.
Unheard of.
You at least expect to get a service call. He put a new nozzle in that thing and everything and didn't charge us a penny.
Yep.
So anyways,
Amazing.
both furnaces blew. What's the odds
One
that
day.
the furnace would blow at home and the furnace would blow in Finicky Franny on the same day? I mean, what's the odds? And 2 days before we're supposed to have the new one installed, it messes up, so we have to have the guy come and work on it, you know? So that's...
On a Saturday.
He
besides.
felt bad because he's coming to install a brand new furnace for us, and he knows we don't want to spend money on it. But feel bad or not, business is business. He did not have to do that.
No,
We
that was amazing.
fully appreciate it, and we will recommend him to anybody.
Nate's Oil Burner Service is the name of the
We
company,
will
and they
recommend
are
him to
and very sweet.
They're
Today,
awesome.
it wasn't Nate that came in; it was a young man named Corey who was very nice. They're both very
Professional,
nice.
quick,
Yeah, nice
courteous,
personalities.
friendly,
Yeah,
didn't smell, they were clean, they were nicely dressed.
our old man. Not that our old man smelled bad, but he smelled too
You
much.
put this perfume on him, when he
aftershave or
left, you could
whatever.
smell it in the house for
You
2
could
days.
smell it in the
It's
house.
horrible.
Yes.
He was one of these guys that wears jewelry and jewelry around his neck, and he's like tanned, and he's just, I don't know, talking about wanting to buy a Cadillac Escalade. Well, he could buy a Cadillac Escalade if he charges somebody $11,000 that he's going to charge us, when this guy just charged us $4,700. Yeah. And that guy would have charged us whether he came and he was putting in a furnace 2
would have
days from
charged
now or
us.
not. He wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
So, just saying. We had, I don't want to call him, let's just say we didn't have a very good serviceman to begin with. Now we have a wonderful company, Nate's Oil Service.
Nate's Oil Burner Service. Yeah.
Ah,
Very nice
man,
guys,
you know,
though.
but 2 furnaces in one day, it's just crazy.
It's crazy.
So, what do you got to say for this week for you, sir? What do you like?
Well, I started feeding the puppies homemade food. So I've been busy doing that, which is not too hard. I mean, I've got it down now where I cook up the meat in the crock pot and then I put it in the refrigerator overnight and then I can take the grease off the top and then I grind it all up and then I made a bunch of vegetables up. So, I mean, they're eating better than I do.
They're eating
Although
better.
I was thinking the other day I should take some of their ground up vegetables and put them in something for me because I'll eat them if I can't see them. If I can see them, I can't eat them. But if I am a child, sorry guys.
Last night we ate hot dogs and beans. They ate beefsteak, broccoli, carrots,
kinds of vegetables.
spinach.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting all the good stuff.
Okay, and tell them about their fur.
Yeah, they're all
So-
nice and shiny, and so it's definitely helping. And Gracie's not itching, yay! Which is why we started the whole thing. So she's definitely not itching. She still itches once in a while, but I think all dogs itch once in a while. But she's definitely not itching on a regular basis. And the poops, they're we call them poops when they're farting.
Are we gonna discuss shit here?
No, when they're farting, we call them poops. But that's gotten a lot better. Gracie can lay some really stinky farts, and that's better.
And, but speaking of the actual pooping,
it's like way less.
They used to poop these big globs, these fairly large amount. Now it's tiny little amounts. Gracie seems like she's maintaining a weight, but Spike looks like he's thinning down slightly. So we're gonna bump Spike's up a little bit because we're still trying to figure out. Spike's a bigger dog. He technically, well, not technically, actually, he should have a few more calories than what Gracie should have, anyways.
Right.
So we're assuming we're just gonna bump him up a little bit, and because
where it's a learning experience.
He's looking good, and there's no more rough spots in their fur, and well, they're healthy dogs anyways, but they're just super healthy now. I think it's. At first, I was like, okay, so whatever, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why are we inventing the wheel if it's going down the highway already at 90? But in retrospect, it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, it's the proof's in the pudding. The dogs are definitely, their fur is just super soft. They've never been that soft, and that rough spot on that back, they had like a pot spot that felt like a Brillo pad.
Gracie has one little spot like that still, but Spike's is completely gone.
Yeah.
So Gracie's still got a little one. But yeah, no, they're doing good. We just gotta adjust because it's a learning experience. I mean, we don't know what we're doing, so we're just trying to learn along the way.
Right, well, we're making recipes that we've gotten from people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah, from a book I got.
We're just trying to figure out weight-wise because they're probably getting less calories out of this than they were out of their dried food. We don't know that, but we're assuming.
Well, it said that we should give them between 1 and 1.5 cups per day. So we were giving them the 1 cup per day, and then they still get their 2 raw cubes per
they get
day.
These little cubes.
So we figured that would be enough. But Spike seems to be getting.
Just a little bit.
I think the vet would call him our old Spike. The vet said he was, what was the word?
He was buff. And then he died about.
But then he died. So
2 months
we're
later.
a little nervous about that only because.
But Spike is showing no signs of illness
sick.
At all. It's not that.
So we think
we just need to adjust. We're going to bump up a half a cup a day. So we're going to give him a 1/4 cup extra in the morning and a 1/4 cup extra at night, and just give it a week and see what happens.
Right.
We're just starting to see his ribs a little bit, and we're not seeing that on Gracie. Gracie's nice and slim, but we're not seeing her ribs. Spike's nice and slim. We've kind of seen his ribs. Shouldn't see every single rib. I don't know. So anyway, that's where we're going. That's where we're going with that. So.
But it's a live and learn thing, and we're living it. Well, Spike's living it. He's getting skinny. Big as a male. Males get skinny faster than females. So, even I guess in the dog world.
Yep. So we just had a video come up today, guys. It's a video that me and Sue took a ride around Moab, Utah area, and did some filming, and I put that up today. It's one of our favorite states in the whole wide world. We just think it's beautiful. Along with Arizona.
There's many states we love.
Those 4 states, actually. Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. But we have a special place in our heart for Utah because we spent a lot of time there. And man, already I've gotten a lot of views and a lot of nice comments. But we got some pretty sweet views of the Colorado River and the Redstone Cliffs and the mesas, and I liked it. I liked reliving it, just taking some of the filming that we did on that day. So we put that up today. Check it out. I just finished a video that's going to come up. I have a video every week before anybody asks, but I'm saying I'm far enough out now where I'm putting the latest video that I worked on is going to be out on May 13th on a Wednesday. It's going to be kind of cool. It's about the Studebaker company, the ones that made automobiles up till 1966. What most people don't know is they were the only company that went from horseless carriage wagons to horse-drawn wagons to horseless wagons. In other words, it's the only wagon company from the 1800s that transformed over to an automobile company and was successful at it, so it's kind of cool. And the Studebaker wagons that they built were used in both the Civil War and World War I. And so I found that rather interesting. That same wagon was used as a chuck wagon. They just put a kitchen on the back of it back when we started driving cattle out west. Okay, so Studebaker's got a 100-year history. So I put up a quick video on it, and we found a perfect, pristinely refurbished wagon that was just like if you went into the showroom and bought it years and years ago. It was considered the Freightliner of the 1800s. I mean, you could load these things up. So, anyways, I just wanted to let you know that. And I don't know. I guess that's
the one thing I want to say is you said, you know, like kind of revisiting the loop road. I think I find that with all of our videos, because some of the videos that he's putting up are actually 2 or 3 years old, because we just got so much information, so much video in that year, that it's, you know, he's been carrying it along. We've done other things in between, but it's kind of nice to look back and go, oh, I forgot all about that. That was fun.
Yeah,
so it's been fun to look back at them.
And some people get upset and go, oh, that was 2 years ago. Well, it doesn't really matter. Who cares if it was 2 years ago that we went to a museum? I mean, I'm caught up with content now, so most of my content is going to be recent, but I had a large storage.
We got a lot.
I just did a video. Matter of fact, that video that we're talking about is from 2 years ago. You're right. And so, like she said, you kind of forget you even did it.
Right.
You know, you look at, wow, that was, you know, so it brings back memories for us.
Right. A lot of people say that's why they do YouTube, was to you know,
Document
journal their travels and stuff, and it does do that. I mean, when you look back and go, wow, I forgot we even did that one. Wow. I mean, so many times over the years he'll say, remember we did that on vacation? I'll be like, nope. And he'll look at me like, really? And I'm like, nope, can't remember. And so it would have been nice to have a camera then, because he could say, he could go look at it and go, see, that's where we went.
Done a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's fun to kind of look back and see all the things we've done and the fun we've had.
Yep.
So you got a few more coming up that you haven't, like stuff from last year maybe.
Yeah. A couple, but they're only a year old, not 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Old.
So
I got a jewelry video coming up that's older.
That's
a couple
last
of them,
year.
but basically I've used up most of it. You know, I'm pretty much current now.
He's got a few more left, but we got to get going and start doing some more stuff. So
we got to do some filming. So.
You know, we got to go find some things to do so we can have some content.
So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't, give us a thumbs up before you leave, and thank you for staying with us this late in the video. We fully appreciate it. Subscribe if you never have, and
hit the like button.
Hit the like button, please. Yeah. Every single bit of it helps us. We're 963, so we're just a mere, you know, less than 50 away. So, of being the 1,000 monetized, where we'll probably make about 6 cents an hour, but that's fine.
But we're not ready to monetize.
We're not doing it for that. We never have done it for that. It's like a back here kind of goal, maybe. But basically,
it's a benefit.
It's a benefit. But basically, it's about friends, and I like to make the videos to people who aren't capable of going to these places, or don't have the means to go to these places, or are physically not capable of going to these places, and showing them where we've been, and they can see all these places that they'll probably never get to go to. So that's kind of why I do it. We don't have a lot of viewers, but there's a lot of videos where we have 100, 200, 300. So hey. I'd be really happy if somebody showed up to see one of my videos and there was 300 people sitting in the room. So I'm just saying.
How many did?
We'll never be a big channel. We don't care to be a big channel. It's just us.
How many did Duffy get? 125.
125. So
thank you, Duffy. You're so interesting that 125 people watched you. So thank you, Duffy. That was really a fun interview. It's always fun to do interviews. Yep. But yeah, that was a cool one.
So guys, I guess that's it for today.
That's it.
Episode 6 is going to be in the books here, and we're going to keep it rolling. As long as you guys like it, we're going to continue to do it. We like it a lot, and we appreciate you guys coming by. See you later, guys.
Thank you, guys. God bless. I want to keep saying Merry Christmas. What is wrong with me? I have Christmas on my brain.
Bye guys.
Everyone.